Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Monday Night Raw review. I'm your host, Devon. Appreciate you guys coming through and showing love and support. Don't forget to smash the like button to keep the algorithm rolling for this video. More importantly, appreciate you guys coming through for this outlet and results review for Monday Night Raw. We have so many great things that took place when it came to the red brand of Monday Night Raw, with so many pending storylines leading up to everything that is going on for Survivor Series, as well as with the implications for War Games for the men's and women's division, which is looking really good. More importantly, I'm loving how everything is shaping up, not only on Raw, SmackDown, as well as the build up towards everything that's going on with the Iron Survivor for NXT. But let's go ahead and talk about everything that had pended and took place for Monday Night Raw for the red brand. Appreciate you guys coming through as we continue to hit towards the road of 4,000 subscribers. More importantly, to my subscribers, much gratitude to you as you continue to rock and roll and keep things all nitty gritty, everything so saucy in Atlanta professional wrestling. But we're going to go ahead and chop it up and talk about everything that took place with the card as we end up having Carlito and Dominic Mysterio taking on the War Raiders of Ivar and Eric in tag team action, as well as we end up having Seth Rollins taking on Big Bronson Reed in the main event, leading off to more of the drama that had unfolded from SmackDown, with Bronson Reed aligning itself with the new Bloodline as we set things in motion for War Games as the original Bloodline, as in Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, as well as Sami Zayn, are still looking for a fifth member as they initially are going to battle, with the new Bloodline leading the charge of Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tagaloa, as things are shaping up, including with the new addition of Bronson Reed being added. As this is looking like a stacked up duel, hopefully Roman Reigns has somebody in the cards. He has so many people that he can turn to, including people who are talking about either Cody Rhodes, as well as Seth Rollins, or maybe there may be somebody on the lines of a cult personality of CM Punk. But we shall see what turns out, as of course we're getting ready to have Paul Heyman make his initial return this following Friday. So we shall see how things shape up with the new Bloodline, where things may go with not only the Wise Man, but more importantly, where things are happening with the new Bloodline as they set the war in motion when it comes to Survivor Series. But let's kick things off when it came to Liv Morgan. She started things off with Raquel Rodriguez. More importantly, she's accompanied with Candice LeRae, as well as the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax, and the Money in the Bank, no other than Tiffany Stratton. They discussed everything that was in motion when it came to everything that's going to take place, including War Games being implemented. Of course, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill alongside with Naomi, and as well as Io Sky came down there. They was out number 4 to 5. But of course, things broke down. We had a return of Rhea Ripley, who made a return with a mask. Of course, the commentators were hyping up how things broke down with Rhea Ripley being taken out on NXT, and of course having some kind of eye injury, which is more so what ended up being a real actual situation that happened, either with the code breaker being implemented or when that Oblivion being led on the direct shoe. But we shall see how things turn out with that drama, as now officially Rhea Ripley set things in motion for War Games as the women's division is on fire. I'm loving how this storyline came into play. More importantly, where things are going to be going in a direction with a 5-on-5 women's division, and it's going to be good when it comes to everything that may happen for War Games. Then we get things for mixed tag team action, as we have Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio. They took on the likes of American Maids, Chad Gable, and Ivy Niles, but the LWO was able to come out victorious and pick up the victory after a great match that took place. I enjoyed everything that had happened and concluded when it came to Monday Night Raw. But more importantly, the things that people were talking about was the aftermath. Chad Gable hyping up Judas and Brutus with a slap. More importantly, get them in full shape. More importantly, talking about how he want things to come into conclusion, and he was tired of losing, and he want them to get back into the ring ways by more importantly hyping them up, proposing in the ring, and seeing what direction they may go. I think they need to make the switch to SmackDown. I think that'll be the first start for them to see how things may go about their direction. Maybe Triple H may pull the plug on that, or maybe they may break up in the whole entire thing of how things have been shaping with them. Then we switch to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. They're there with Liv Morgan. She asks Finn Balor to handle business for tonight, and he's hyped Dominic Mysterio and Carlito up for their tag team match. More importantly, he says he got things in motion when it comes to the War Raiders, so we shall see how things may flow. But we know it's gonna come and pick off with a whole bunch of drama. Then we get to The Miz and Karrion Kross coming out with a vignette. I loved everything about it. It was good. Miz is going back to his old ways. They bragged about taking out the Y6. More importantly, The Miz is talking about he wanting to be in a 7th Marine. More importantly, Quentin Tarantino directed it when it came to everything that had concluded with that actual movie. Then, of course, we go to the backstage. Gunther and Luigi Kaiser, they're in a talk backstage. Gunther wanted Luigi Kaiser to get back on track when it comes to everything, be on a man of his own, and show what he's made of. Of course, Luigi Kaiser looked like he may eventually will be turned on Gunther. But the seeds are being planted. We shall see how things turn out. Of course, Gunther tries to go on his own to attack Damian Priest with a chokehold, but Damian Priest took care of the situation, knocked out Gunther, knocked him down, and let the situation know, like, hey, you may be the ring general in the ring, but I'm a king on the streets when it comes to street fights. So maybe we maybe get a nose holds bar or actual street fight set up for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got to see how things may come to play. Maybe it'd be a false count anywhere for the actual championship. But Nick Aldis has not set everything in motion yet. But of course, Adam Pearce is the general manager for Monday Night Raw. But it'll be intriguing to see what they may do with the Monday Night Raw World Heavyweight Championship, where they're going to go with the storyline. Maybe it'll pick up pieces. As more importantly, is Gunther looking vulnerable with everything that has been taking place, with the whole drama that has folded with all his opponents in the past few weeks since he's become the champion, and more importantly, after he lost the Intercontinental Championship over WrestleMania. Then we're getting over, speaking of the Intercontinental Championship, we're getting into the first championship match of the night. We have Braun Breaker taking on Sheamus. This match was hard hitting as it got. It was everything you truly got a gut for, but it concluded with a non-contest. Luigi Kaiser got involved after being provoked by Braun Breaker, more importantly with Sheamus. Luigi Kaiser was standing on his own at this point. He took out not only Braun Breaker, he took out Sheamus as well with the drop kick into the steel steps. More importantly, he was standing tall. Looked like we're going to be getting a great feud with that situation, a triple threat. And Luigi Kaiser is looking to stay on his own and show that he can step up to the plate, get out the shadow of Gunther. But more importantly, we shall see how that actually comes about. But I liked everything about it. It was great stuff, and I look forward to seeing more. Then we get to Jimmy J. Uso and Sami Zayn. They're backstage. They approach Seth Rollins backstage, still trying to convince him to be a part of the team. They plead with him. He still declines and tells them no, he's going to figure things out. And the difference between this and last year is that the situation has turned out when it came to Cody Rhodes. More importantly, they talk about the situation of why would he want Roman Reigns to gain power if he gets involved with them again. But we shall see how things turn out with that storyline. Looks like Seth Rollins is the number one guy on that card. They keep trying to plead with him. They're trying to get him involved to be a part of that whole situation with War Games. But the turnouts of tonight, that things had took place after the Bloodline got involved in Seth Rollins' business. More importantly, did he provoke them to be involved in the War Games? Then we switch gears to Dakota Kai. Dakota, she's returning with her own vignette. She says she's determined to show everyone why she should be a champion. More importantly, she never want more than anything is loving the business and being part of wrestling. Then we get to tag team action. We have the War Raiders taking on the Judgment Days, Carlito and Dominic Mysterio. Of course, the War Raiders handles business, show what they're made of, and show why they're the number one contenders for the tag team championship. Unfortunately, post-match, we end up having Damian Priest watching on as well, seeing how things may be unfolding with that drama. But of course, he's setting things in motion for being officially what's going on with when he talked to the general manager, Adam Pearce. More importantly, Finn Balor and JD McDonough put the beat down directly on the War Raiders and caught them off guard with the Judgment Day standing tall over the number one contenders for the tag team championship. This may be interesting to see how it may pick up, but the War Raiders are a tough team to beat. Are Finn Balor and JD McDonough ready to step up to the plate to those two tag teams? More importantly, are they ready to step up to them? Because the War Raiders is a tough crowd, but we shall see how things turn out. As well as we end up getting a nice video package from Lyra Valkyria. It's like a lot of them are doing vignettes tonight for the women's division, but they're stepping up. Lyra has been kind of missing in action, but hopefully they got something really going good for her. But we shall see what happens in the long run. Then we get to Xavier Woods, who's having a conversation between Alpha Academy and Kofi Kingston. They have a direct conversation. Of course, Kofi and them are just on mixed odds. More importantly, the chemistry has been off since Xavier Woods has been calling the plays, causing the Kofi Kingston alongside himself to lose matches. More importantly, they've just been off and not being their former selves. Of course, Xavier Woods brings up Karrion Kross, and there's so much more. And Kofi says, "Who gives a damn what Karrion Kross feels? They've been a tag team for almost a decade, 10 years. More importantly, they should still see how things turn out." But of course, they challenged Alpha Academy to a match where it ends up being Otis as well as Akira Tozawa for the next following week to take on the New Day. As Xavier Woods was running his mouth and said, "We're going to show you what we're made of and beat the crap out of you," whatever the case may be. But Kofi wasn't feeling that whatsoever and just being disrespectful to the young team when it comes to next week. Then we get to the main event. Big Bronson Reed. He defeated Seth Rollins in a great match after the involvement of the new Bloodline, as we had Jacob Fatu as well as Tama Tonga Tangaloa getting involved. But we also had Jimmy and Jay Uso alongside Sami Zayn stop the drama from unfolding. But it wasn't enough, as Solo Sikoa got involved as well to assist the newest member of the Bloodline to defeat Seth Rollins with a big tsunami to secure the victory. It was a great way to close out the following of the Red Brand from Monday Night Raw. But we shall see where Seth Rollins folds himself. Is he gonna get his vengeance? Is he gonna like whatever? He's not here for Roman Reigns, but more so he's looking to get his hands on the Bloodline after they cost him the match against Big Bronson Reed. But chime down in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button and hit that subscribe button. And let me know what you guys are feeling about everything that took place when it came to Monday Night Raw. Appreciate you guys coming through for this quick review. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till the next episode, you guys be safe. Peace.